I like that. Wine, just wine, slow wine. We live in stress free.
Roll it off your tongue and feel it in your bum and move your waist. Feel it in your chest and then you're whining. The rum, pum, pum. The rum, pum, 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 pum. Like the rum, pum. Roll it off your tongue and feel it in your bum and move your waist. Feel it in your chest and then you're whining place. The rum, pum, pum. The rum, pum, 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 pum.
Until I got right with myself. They always told me that I couldn't do it, but I kept my faith and I got through it. I bossed it on up, got a real Ford tough. I had to change the game up, had to get my weight up. Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Woo! I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. Time I can put you on my schedule. Had to cut you off, had to stack up my cheddar. Get on my level, get on my level. Said I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. I ain't have the time, I can put you on my schedule. I had to cut you off, had to stack up my cheddar. Get on my level, get on my level.
Never up, bezel up, like you never seen it coming. I've been moving 100,000, barely pushing 100. Got locomotive momentum, only loco in the moment. Muy poco, it's your perspective. I'm wavier than the ocean, yes, I kill it OT. Every time I bow, got game front street. 18, no star, rockin' with the right one. Plenty cash on digging, shot it, don't make moves. Let's just bow that check, yes.
Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to.
All right. Welcome back to another Saturday, another beautiful Saturday that is. As you can see, I'm all red and riding hood from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Just came in to check in with y'all to give y'all the community update. So, with that saying, we are here once again in the presence, of the Almighty. They're giving us this day as another gift. And I'm so glad that you're joining us on your laptops, your desktops, your phones, what have you. Those that you are. If you're not out, I know it's a busy Saturday. So much is going on. Yeah. Those of you go Nets, and all that other good stuff like that or whatever. Also, making sure that that you be able to recap on whatever there is that you will have to recap, on your own. Far as before, this is a whole new month, and so it's time to recap and up the levels on things that you're trying to get to before the new year get in. Because I don't believe in waiting till New Year's to make no New Year's resolutions. I believe in preparing and keeping it like every day is a new thing. So. There's no time to wait till no New Year, so you're supposed to keep practicing your things up until every day. No time lost, no time to give, if you ain't gonna give to the craft. But anyway, with that being said, later 2GO, I missed you guys a whole week. Still been out in the community doing some things. This week, basically was another self-elevating week, shifting over from getting ready for this, this month shift, going from one month to another. And now as of today, as remember tonight, don't forget after midnight, you're going to put it back till 11 o'clock because time go back an hour tonight. So, his story, they changed it, so you got to do that if you want to keep up with the time. I don't want y'all to be late. So remember to set your clocks back. Brother, you want to say anything? I seen you on your
entity on Facebook. You still getting it in, putting your project together?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm always doing something. Got to stay busy. Uh, got a couple of groups going coming out where I've been, putting my feet in the water, you know, seeing how it is, so I can stay busy. But on my project, is like I say, it's completed. We just had to do the mix down. I've taken a break. I was like stretching myself out with different groups and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's gonna pay off in the long run. Studying. I'm always studying, trying to learn more as far as when it comes to spirituality in the times that we living in, because there's so much distraction down here. A lot of times I just, I be to myself doing what I got to do. And when I be around people, whatever, I just try to say less as possible and go on with the flow, because as soon as you try to go on teach mode or something like that,
Yes.
you got something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just do me.
You got to do what you got to do. Yep.
Yep, and I'll actually be talking about dancing today. We got different protections we can do spiritually, because you got to protect yourself spiritually. And we have probably some music guests next week, because Tony Sharp, he's supposed to came today, but he had an emergency, so it's either him or I would do something with this Go-Go Reggae Band between the two. I might have both of them here.
Okay. Okay.
Other than that.
Okay, we got a treat coming up for you. That's why I always say, don't sleep on 2GO, because we always keep it on the go with the high frequency flow. So there you go. So don't steal that either, because it's LLC. And Queen, Sabrina's here, and she's going to be with us for another Saturday. So she got some knowledge she want to drop on us today. As well, it's going to be a treat for myself. And as you guys viewing in today, it's always a treat to get some new insight on our same journey when you walk in the same journey with someone, on the same page as you are. So it's always wonderful. So I'm just gonna give you a good show today. And before we get started into that, we had some music that we were playing. We don't own the rights to those songs, but there's no musical infringement intended. So, like I said, we don't own the rights to those songs that we were playing. But anywho, with that being said, I wanted to get into today. Number is number 2. So, while I got your attention, before Queen takes or did you want to go ahead and start? Because you might got more than one, because I got a little bit, just a little teeny tap or something. Okay. I'm just tapping in on something. See, I'm just tapping in on the number 2 here. And it's the second number, as we all know it, in all signs and language. And places around the world, it represent the same number. And far as in the numerology, it says 2 means you need other people. You like being a part of a pair. You're lonely when alone and feel that are in partnerships your energies a flower. Let me read that again. 2 means you need other people. You like being a part of a pair. You're lonely when alone and feel that in partnership your energy is flowered. That's true. Yep, because my birthday is the 2nd day of the month, so yep, 7/2. Yes, indeedy. So, and that's so kind of true. That's why I keep myself busy in the community doing things, because when I don't have nothing to do, that's idle time, just sitting around doing nothing. That energy, waste of energy, it'll go into that lonely feeling. That's why I also have a pet, and that's why it's true what they say about animals, that they are true companions, because she knows when I'm not feeling well, she knows when I'm happy, she knows when they lift my spirits, you know what I'm saying? And then over all of that, just having a peaceful, cozy environment that I provided for myself, been blessed to provide for myself, where it's so peaceful and humble, and my aura is all through it, and Brother Lawrence finally came in after all these years. He finally came in my apartment. And, you know, it's amazing what's, you know, you forget what's on the outside once you get on the inside of someone's home. It's a whole, like you just transform into another different time schedule. Yeah, so, you know, when you are blessed to provide a nice, comfortable place, everybody got their place in their home that you have where you could just get total peace and relaxation. And you people can tell when somebody is getting that because it's written all over their face. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to say it.
We don't own the rights to that, but yes, that's a true saying. Like I said, back in the day, these songs used to say stuff. You know, they used to speak the hidden language. You know, in certain songs, just words put together. Used to say a whole lot, but we wasn't awoke then, you know, to really catch on to what they were saying.
Right.
You know, and that's why I love the way Brother Lawrence, you know, throughout the week, he posts, you know, different songs and different things on his internet page, his Facebook page, where, you know, he tells songs, different songs that tells a different story. You know, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he had a jazz musician one time on there. Some days before that, and just, you know, you always get a treat, you know, when you get some knowledge dropped in that's unexpected through songs, through somebody reading something,
Right.
or just anything.
When spirit talk, you never know when spirit gonna talk.
Exactly.
And when they talk and they share something with you and you catch it,
Exactly.
you can just try to share it with other people because the spirit's always saying something.
And that's for
You know.
sure. And that's for sure.
And spirit will come out in any form.
Mm-hmm.
No, and they say that's our ancestors working through us when we show a form of art
Yeah.
or a skill.
Yeah.
That's our ancestors.
Right.
Revealing, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeedy. That is true. That's for true. But that's all I really wanted to get into right now. And I did wanted to talk about, I don't know if Brother Lawrence could tell me, do you remember what this stone was when you got it for me? What it was
This-
called?
Whenever you see this, it's like quartz crystal.
Mm-hmm.
It would look more as like smoky quartz. Quartz crystal would be like this crystal right here is clear.
Okay, because it got all the stones in here.
Crystals is an amplifier.
Look,
called
look, see, because I got the other ones on.
Yeah.
That's why
So,
I'm ready. Look, I'm
whatever-
all crystalled out.
With this crystal is the quartz. It amplifies whatever. You put it with the rose quartz, right?
Okay.
But it also holds information. This was like, this piece wasn't, but it was, you know, this kind of crystal was my first.
Okay,
first
yeah, because you can
crystal I
see
got.
that on top of that.
But
And
then
that's
when
mixed
you
with
see
some
this,
other stuff,
when you see
yeah.
that dark grayish light,
Mhm.
it's more like we got what you call a smoky quartz. This is
Okay.
the quartz. And that's why you ever hear the quartz watch. And
Yeah,
computers.
yeah.
Crystals are in everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is a smoky quartz right here. And this here is like, you see the backside? This
Right.
It's from the earth.
Right. You can
Right.
tell it was pulled out from the earth.
It's, you know, it's pure, I ain't gonna say rock, but rock stone, but it's
Right.
the inside, the beauty of it.
Right.
You know, you look at this and then
Right. Somebody had to carve inside of this stone to get to that on the
Now, what
inside.
they did was like when they dug in the ground,
Mhm.
they broke it.
That's what came up.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of times when
You
dig-
could tell it was done
yeah,
with a tool because it's so
when,
smooth.
when they dig
Mhm.
it for it, they usually see this part first.
Right. That's what I'm
Ah.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And in like
That's
different
cool.
parts of the world, because you know the Earth is actually a living entity, have different crystals. You might get some from Brazil, you might get some from Africa, you know, and they have different crystals come from different parts of the world. But this piece, this can be like 1,000,000 or better years old.
Exactly. You
understand
never
what I'm
know.
saying? Yeah.
You never know. That's why they say when you get a hold of some stones or rocks, and somebody gives them to you, it's best to treasure them, you know. And to speak on the quartz, it says here, quartz is a tremendous stone to have in your possession. It is a stone used to meditation, will allow you to tap into the energies of the universe. Quartz is a very powerful protector stone. Wear it to protect you from negative vibrations. I recommend that you cleanse your quartz with water regularly.
And actually
So-
salt water.
And you heard that. So quartz is a tremendous stone, and it's good to have it in your possession now. It's good for meditations. Meditations is also good because it taps into the energies of the universe, and it's very powerful protector stone to wear. Yep.
I always keep showing it.
And these are my gifts. The brother gave me my quartz spears I got from him. And you gotta just keep them on. You know, you gotta keep, like I said, you gotta wear these symbols. Like Queen has her stone. I don't know what stone is that you have. A tanzanite. I don't think it get that deep in here. It just have the name, I guess the main stones. Yeah. But let me see. My Wi-Fi ain't gonna allow me to Google that. Tanzanite stone. I know this is a moon rock stone that
Well,
has
I
some
suggest
crystals in
whenever
it.
you have a stone, right, always try to find out the property.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like I said, stones were in candles. There's a lot of things that is all about energy.
Mm-hmm.
And
brother have a cup of amethyst and rose quartz over there on the
rose quartz,
table.
all three of these amethysts.
Mm-hmm. And that's jade on that little
Yeah.
tier thing.
Because
Yeah.
you can have stuff in your possession or in your house, and it would change and switch the atmosphere,
Right.
and you don't have no clue what's going on.
You don't know what was going on.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
You
always
changing energies and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to talk about. The number 2, and when brother gave me the stone, find out the property, since I had the book of the stones in here that explains it. And I'm gonna turn it over now to Queen Sabrina to drop her knowledge for the week.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you all for allowing me again to come and have this platform. First, I wanted to just talk about symbols in nature. Everything in nature is mathematical, and a lot of people say, "How am I?" When they're in school, I'm not going to never use this math. Why am I learning this?
Speak up too. So, yeah.
Why am I learning this? Because
Yeah,
I'm
there you
never
go.
going to use it,
Right.
in life. But what we fail to realize, everything that's built, everything that's done, even as far as packing, has something to do with math, just
Yeah.
like the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Queen was just saying, so a lot of people might feel that numerology is evil or demonic, but it's actually like our every being.
Right,
Everything
right.
about us is about numerology.
Mhm.
A lot of times
We get up, we go to sleep.
it's
Mm-hmm. On
all
numbers.
everything.
The whole world, yeah.
It might not be a schedule,
right.
but it's
But for some people, it's been a routine schedule for
Yeah.
their whole lives,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
30, 40
Yeah.
years. They have to, you get up a certain time to go to work, you go to bed a
You
certain
live
time.
a certain location.
Right?
it's
Mm-hmm.
all
Work
numbers.
a certain location.
You got your tag numbers, a certain amount of
Yeah.
numbers.
So
Your
what kind of-
birthday.
You think that's evil? You might as well just
Okay.
go lay down somewhere. Because you're gonna be a part of it, whether you like it or not.
Go sit
And
down.
that's what's happening. A lot of people are tapping into their inner selves, their inner power, and
Yeah.
what we thought was bad is actually is good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they flipped it. So
They
flipped
now
it.
we in the age of Aquarius, and people are waking up more so now than ever, and it's all about studying to learn who you are. You know what I'm saying? And where you came from. You know,
Correct.
I mean, once you start the journey, it's a never-ending journey. And they trying to do everything they can do to stop us from studying and learning. They got all these distractions, but
What's now that you mentioned that, I was looking on something on Twitter,
Mhm.
and a senator had went to a Pennsylvania school and had to pull up his umbrella because it was raining inside the school. So I'm like, okay, what kind of trap is that? What kind of setup is that? Because first of all, how are they gonna let children come to school when the roof is leaking so bad you need an umbrella on the inside?
Right.
Then you got state officials coming in there putting it on Twitter like, okay, who's responsible? Why did the teachers or why did anybody let this go on? So you have children coming into this school that want to learn,
That they got to go up against those obstacles just to get to get their education.
okay,
Wow,
so,
already
so
an obstacle.
Already, it'll be
Not knowing what they went through to leave home. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
And this is an urban school, so he made it a point to say that, well, the private schools, their parents don't have to worry about leaking ceilings and this type of things. It's always in the urban school. So then you hold people accountable, you hold people responsible. So there's a strike against you, and you going to a school like this, how do they expect them to learn? So then if the parents keep them at home because the conditions in the school is not okay, then what? The parent go to jail for because her child is truant, or she might change her address.
Double jeopardy.
Right.
But you can actually set up to do homeschooling. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're working, if you have to work and pay the bills, how can that be? How
Yeah.
can you do that?
Okay.
Then that's
you got a valid point for everything you
But
saying.
then that's what I say. Then that's when you have to go to your you have to go to your officials. You have to start with your
Right.
caseworkers first, because everybody got some type of casework. I mean, it's somebody in that school that's an advocate for the kids. Whether it's they got, I guess what they call it, the counselor now.
Yeah.
That's what you have to go to, and that's start there.
But
and
the point I'm trying to make is
yeah.
that's where the domino effect starts, because they go to a lousy school. So how can they learn?
Right.
They already not teaching what they need to learn in the curriculum, so they actually learning the lies. Then when they come out of school, they're trying to work on a plantation and lies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm
so
gonna
when
say
do the
this.
lies? When do you realize that the lies
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
let me
living
say
up?
this.
Yeah, but it doesn't take
We're
an
working
army.
with actually really a broken system.
Yes, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's gonna take
You
an
got
army
your
more.
have and your have-nots, and the have don't really care about the nots.
Mhm.
So with that being
That's
said,
right.
we got when you see problems, we got to work on it for ourselves. Because these days and time, government say they're gonna do X, Y, Z, right? But as you see,
They not.
yeah, right.
They're not.
So we got to take matters into our own hands, basically.
Correct.
As that's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it
We're
is.
gonna have to start doing our own thing, because
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen if we depend on the system.
Yeah, I've been starting. I've been changing. I don't
Yeah.
depend on them. I was telling somebody in the barbershop today. It's gonna sound kind of funny, not funny, but the truth. The truth shall set you free,
Hey.
right? I was like, and if it go over y'all head, cool. This is just like a what if moment. I was like, all the presidents of the United States, I never seen one in person, right?
Right.
So not saying that they didn't exist, but I'm talking about the Matrix, right? Everybody, not everybody, but the ones that know what the Matrix is. Whenever I seen the president, I seen him on TV, the news. I seen him on a computer. I seen him on a cell phone. I never seen him physically, right? So all the presidents since I'm 57 that I encountered when I was growing up and everything, I still had to go to work every day and make money so I can live.
Mm-hmm.
No matter whether it's Republican or Democrat or what, I still had
You
to get out
go
my
there and
bed
support your family.
and do what I had to do to support my family, right?
Mhm.
So guess what I'm trying to say is, all this is a game. You seen it was a game when Trump won. You understand what I'm saying? It's a game. So you got to take accountable for what you want out of life and what you going to do. You're going to still have to get out of bed You're gonna have to go to somebody's job, or you're gonna have to be an entrepreneur. You're gonna have to make
Right.
your own money. It's a game. Have and the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? So we can sit back and say, oh, what the government ain't doing, the rain, woo, woo, woo. I'm past all that. I ain't trying to knock nobody, but it's a game. And once
Well,
you learn how to maneuver and play the game to work in your favor, you got. This is what we in here about. This is what spirituality about.
Yes, it
You
is.
understand what I'm saying?
It is.
And
it is.
they the one don't want you to be spiritual. They want you to be religious. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So
I feel you.
and even when you teach some spiritual stuff and you play some music,
Yeah.
we can shut the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing down.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So you just gotta, and see, they gonna lose every way it go. It might look like they winning sometime, but
Somebody's
this is-
gonna get something from
Yeah,
out of what. As
yeah.
long as you keep
This
on
is
pushing
spiritual war
it,
going on.
it's gonna somebody
and-
gonna catch it.
Yeah,
and need
somebody
that need it.
gonna get it.
Yeah,
You know?
somebody that need it gonna get it. Exactly. And with that being said, so you were saying though, yeah, but that system is already broken, Queen. And as we know, it's gonna take a lot of more voices, a lot of more, rising to the occasions from our officials to get down. Stop just being in politics for just the money when it comes to the communities, but it's been a pimp game for them for years, and
Yeah.
it's not going to change. So, with that being said, unfortunately, these babies have to suffer and have to deal with these consequences. But you know what don't kill them, all I can say will make them stronger, because we had issues when we were coming up in our schools. Even, you could look back to then. I recall going to school one time and there was no heat in the building.
Right.
Or I can recall going to school one time, the dang old radiators was overheated.
Oh, you see mice
You know what
running
I'm
across the
saying?
cafeteria
Or-
floor.
Yeah, you see mice running across the cafeteria floor, you know what I'm saying? Or the bathroom stalls, half of them don't work, or the doors was torn off, So it's been just a pimp game. Like he said, it's a game. It's all go back to what he was saying. It's just a game. And if you don't get your within yourself together, know thyself, you're not going to be able to maneuver through their
You're
game.
losing the game.
You're right. You'll get lost. So yeah. So
And that's why it's happening.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know themselves.
and they're
Right.
lost.
They lost.
Yes.
So it's a trickle effect that's the result of it.
Yes. Yes.
It's a show out there. It's on Netflix. It's called The Godfather of Harlem. I like that. I seen the first 3 episodes. I'm gonna watch the other one probably tonight. But check that out, because there's a lot of truth in that show, even though it got drugs and all this stuff in it. It's like back in the 60s.
Yeah, about
or
Bumpy
whatever.
Johnson and
But they'll show you a side.
It's Forrest Whitaker is playing him.
Yeah, they're gonna show you a
They
side.
say he's doing a very good
Because
job.
we live by his story. They control the media for years. So you will see a side as a Malcolm X working with Bumpy Johnson to make things happen in a positive way.
Yep.
But they're not going to show you.
Exactly.
And another thing
Yeah.
I peeped was when Tyler Perry got that studio, right? By him being a black man owning that studio, he can portray our images
More because he got more control.
favor us.
Mhm.
More so when they came out a year or two ago with this show, this movie about Africa and the pharaohs and all that. And then I was like, I'm gonna check this out, right? And I seen the trailers. They white. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell a story about
and then you
Africa?
got- yeah.
So I ain't even
Get
go
into
watch
that,
it.
right.
You know, it ain't about being racist. It's about being your culture and your ancestors
Right.
being ripped, and they telling their story changing.
Yeah.
So-
to make people believe one thing, and it's
Yeah.
already been lied to. So how many more lies do you
And-
want us to
but
keep
I
believing?
even traced it back when Richard Pryor had his show. They put it on YouTube, a clip when they was over in Africa, and him and 3 other guys, I guess the ones that do the study on, on the rocks and everything.
Okay. The archaeology.
The archaeologists. So they came across this. It's supposed to be King Tut tomb, and they went in there and they found all this information about how great the black people was. They was like, "Wait till we tell this to the world. We was lied to." And the 3 white guys was backing up, and they locked his ass in the tomb.
Wow.
So he was dropping knowledge back then. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody not gonna wake up at the same time. But
Nope. But hopefully by our show, other shows, and people now, I see a lot of people, young people now wearing stones. I mean, even at work, you know, copper wrapped stones, and I mean big stones.
And see, don't forget the powers that be know this, and they watching. So that's why they doing a lot of stuff to try to keep them down and
Dummy
depressed.
them down,
But
right.
no, people tired.
Correct.
Especially, we done did our 400 years,
Right.
so-called, what they say. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
yeah, it's up to you to take your own destiny in your hands
Right.
to make your life better, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm living my best life.
And I
ain't
just
going
say,
back and
as
forth
long as
with
I
you.
got food on my table,
Yeah,
I'm
you ain't
better,
gonna
I'm
work them
better.
out. They was dropping jewels in that song.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you
Actually, a
ain't
lot
going
of
to work and you out there, you listening to this,
Mm-hmm.
use all that free time to
Yep.
better yourself.
I love Missy, how she did
You
that.
understand what I'm saying?
At least Missy got Benz in the Benzo. I'm better. Okay, Queen, so what's some knowledge you want to get into with us for?
Well, I was just again going through my Twitter feed, and I saw this.
You gotta
This-
talk up in the mic.
Okay. And I saw this article. Let's see. It's from Pan African Alliance on Twitter at Pan African Alliance, and that they made a statement saying having sex is supposed to strengthen a connection that's already there, not to determine whether or not a connection exists. And when I read that, I thought,
So that could be
Yeah.
either thought as random sexing or
Well, actually, you know, when I went through the article, it was basically saying how we need to do more than just sexting. You know, that's like the young children, they do it. Some people, older cats do it too, but they're talking more about your energies.
Yeah, you if you didn't know,
Yeah.
you can sex is the highest energy form
Mm-hmm.
in manifesting and creating. If you with your partner and y'all doing it to create and manifest, when you reach your peak,
Yep.
y'all focus, put that intention on whatever y'all manifesting, and they say it you know, it helps. It's like the highest form of it. You can. Funny, I got something about not what you're saying about that, but as far as when you doing like music and dancing, I'm gonna get in that on the second half. But even when you doing,
Yep.
you invoking gods
Yeah.
and spirits, even like say for instance, sex. When you go sit down and listen to love music, right? You play Luther Vandross or whoever. What you doing? They say you getting in the mood, but what you doing?
you building those
invoking that
vibrations.
spirit,
Mm-hmm.
getting you in that
Right.
vibration, that frequency.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So all this stuff play a role. Even when you doing the sexuality, the girls in the club on the pole, they play a certain kind of music for that. They invoking spirits that come into them.
Yeah.
You understand?
And it's attracting.
Yeah. Even when
And
you're in
not
church,
getting
when
and
you're
not
in
getting
church,
perverted, but as you know,
got
just
spirit.
like porn. You know, you can never,
Succubus.
you never
ever heard of
hear.
succubus?
You never heard a porn movie. You
Incubus.
never seen a porn movie without that that music in the
See,
background.
they-
Have
well,
you ever heard?
Trigger.
It,
That's
right.
the trigger.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
Okay.
you got spirits like one succubus, which succubus spirit, and you, incubus. But you can take this, what I'm saying, and you can Google it or research.
Right.
Them are spirits. You go to church and you catch the Holy Ghost.
Right,
You
from the
dancing,
music.
you shouting from that.
That
Them
vibration.
gods or spirits coming into you.
Mhm.
You fall out, you wake up. The Holy Spirit hit me.
You done lost that little moment or that little time
You
frame.
go to clubs, but like I said, I most took some notes on that.
Okay.
And that's just, you just got to be careful what you're doing as far as basically anything you do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And like you also, talked about before, when you lay down with someone, you picking up some of their spirits as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They
Not some of
transcend
their
it.
spirits. You become one.
Mm.
When you lay with somebody, you become one, and you get up and you leave that person.
Yeah.
That spirit
Yeah.
is still with
With
you.
you.
You got. That's why they got this thing. You can write it there. It's called cord cutting, ties cutting. People spirits been 20 years
Been
ago,
attached
30
to
years
them.
ago. Yeah. And you think about, and see, all of us are connected in the spirit realm anyway. I could think about you, right, and do some heavy meditation thinking. You gonna think about me. You ain't even gonna know I'm thinking about you. You see what I'm saying? And then you be like, somebody bring, or you might be thinking about somebody, and somebody else bring the person name up. Be like, damn, I just think about, or even see the person.
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you,
Exactly.
it's real.
It is real. It is real. But some
Exactly.
people just dismiss it as just being just a coincidence.
Right.
Yeah, as we
Something.
move
It'll go
fast
over their
forward to
head.
these days and time,
It'll just go right
a
over
lot
their
of stuff,
head.
like when you go in the club, and we just talking about dancing, you got them all that music got them low 808s in it, right? You got spirits, which is alcohol. You in the club,
Yep.
you party, you dance, you doing a ritual. A dance is a ritual. So then you wonder why certain things happen when you leave a club. You know, you got spirits in it. They just like you got spirits at the hospital.
Yeah.
You got spirits that hang around clubs. You know, and I done heard stories about women saying that they be sleep and they be having these dreams and stuff, whatever. They got them spirits in their house.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? So
And that can't happen.
yeah,
That can.
that's what I'm trying. You just
Indeed
gotta
so.
realize
Yeah.
that the spiritual realm is real.
It's real.
Mhm.
It's real. And to combat that, you just take some sea salt and put it in a glass bowl and set it by your bed.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You can put it under
Yeah.
your bed.
Or under your bed.
Yeah, I do that. I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Ammonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ammonia.
Yeah.
So there are
You
rituals.
can take detoxing baths
Yeah,
to
spiritual
cleanse you.
baths.
Mm-hmm.
Candles.
Yeah, and you can drink stuff to cleanse you, detox you. When you detoxing and cleansing yourself and surging and sage surgeon and all of that, smudging. That's all that's considered of cleansing. Like we were saying about these stones, protectors of your, wearing those as well. But you have to also, let them charge. You have to let your stones charge in the natural light, whether it's the sunrise or the sunset. And like I said, time is going back. But other than that, so that was about the article you read on African. What was the African?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's called Synergistic Energy Exchange and Black Consciousness.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and it's on Twitter. It's a little job article that's really nice, and
So it's a site.
yeah, well,
Okay.
it's on Twitter, but
Okay.
the person who
Posted it.
posted it
Oh, okay.
is called Pan African Alliance
Okay.
on Twitter.
Okay. Okay. So did you want to pull something out your secret code book? You do not want to go there.
Well, the book is deep. Is
Just give us a little bit of juice.
Just a little bit.
Like I said, they have to wait
Just
till
a little
next
bit.
week. You have
Right,
to tune in
right,
so you
okay.
can't sleep at all if you want this knowledge.
Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was the language. Now, this book is called The Secret Code by Priya Hemingway, and it looks like this. So if you want to check it out, you can get it from Amazon. And it's about how all these Greek gods and all these people in Greek days,
Mm-hmm.
they brought from Egypt a lot of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have all these statues and all this stuff in Greek mythology, but the only thing they said was they went to Kemet, they got some knowledge and they brought it back, like Leonardo da Vinci. Everything that these people knew, they got them. They got it from us, right? A lot of people already know. So I just wanted to just to read this real quick, saying using language to help us look through the lenses of perception, we describe our human body as a universe.
Yep. Yeah, we in line.
Or
with
see the universe in a grain of sand. It said we can read a shape by its shadow, know a book by its cover, or understand a person's mood by the tone of their voice. We speak easily with smiles, metaphors, and laws of simple proportion, and find they make things clearer. The divine proportion provides us with a singularity, unique lens with which to view our universe.
So that's meaning probably what the third eye to
But
see,
basically what she's talking about is energy.
to being able to focus in
Right.
on that.
We, by just having a soul, right? And I just said we all
Right.
connected.
That's right.
Somebody could tell you something, and you know how you know they lying because you can feel it. Yeah, I'm telling her to speak up, but it's basically breaking it down in a nutshell. We're all connected, right? And you know how when somebody come and talk to you and they telling you one thing, but you feeling something else, right? Intuition, that's real. You can't go and buy that out of store. The powers that be, right? I always say the powers that be, they know who we are. We was the ones that did not know who we were, and it's just like if I come in your house and I take your information and your jewels and I build this up, and I'm living good now. I don't want to get that up.
Correct.
Right? So I got to do everything I can to dumb you down. But see, now the knowledge is here for the action and taking and learning. And we can speak things. And like I said this 1,000 times, I think things and I see it revealed. Right? So
dream them too.
Yeah. So all
Have
this stuff,
dreams about 'em.
yeah. That's why they give us certain shots and they put stuff in the food and all this to
Exactly.
keep your pineal gland classified. But like I said, if you eating right and doing things, I mean, this is a God-given, because we are gods, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
We
are.
made
God,
from
yep.
gods. You know
Gods
what I
and
mean?
goddesses. Yep, we are.
And-
That's we
and-
are.
And so it's up to you to tap into it. Because like I say, channeling, more than half the stuff I know, I ain't get it out no book.
Nope.
It came to me.
Yes, indeed.
You know, in meditation, or I'm waking, or I'm in dream time, and I have a certain dream. You know, that's who we are.
it comes
So,
to you. Yep.
yeah,
Every time we come here, like you said, we don't have no script. You know.
yeah.
We just come from the heart and within. You know, and
And
this
the
is what you
challenges kick in, as you say
Yeah.
earlier, the ancestors.
get. Yes.
And you know, and even like Michael Jordan, all the greats, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, all these greats, when they get in that form and they be the best, and they be like, damn, how you do this? They tell you, I be in the zone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't them doing it. They shit. They physical body doing it.
But they
Right.
just be
Yeah, it's like they
spiritually
being
connected
channeled,
into the laws of nature, the universe.
And then when you see them other
Mhm.
folks can't do it like that, then that's the main thing. So what they do, they go and they give you a contract. All right, I'm gonna get you on my team, or I'm gonna use your talent. We gonna make some money, right? And 9 times out of 10, after they use your talent and your gifts, you always see them broke, but
Yeah.
they done built wealth for their family and their kids.
Exactly.
You understand? So
Exactly.
that's why I'm glad to see Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a lot of people, Tyler Perry, all these people, they taking their power back, and that's going to triple down
Yes, it is.
to get other people motivation.
Yep, and
You know, you got that talent,
And the
don't be
insight
so
that,
quick
you
to
know,
go
if-
sign a deal.
right. If they can do it, I can do it. You know,
Yeah.
just gotta research. And the young lady, Jay, she just contacted me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get her come back on. She done advanced to her fashion and got more advanced, so she'll be coming back
There's a
on.
lot of people doing that.
Mhm.
The guy that got eat, I went to school with his father.
Mm-hmm.
Might try to get them on the show, but it's people doing their own thing now, and that's what we got to do. And then we got to support one another.
Exactly,
You feel me?
exactly. And with that being said, with her return and just speaking on return guests, I'm thinking about, December the 12th, 11th for the 12th. We planning for our show, to celebrate our guests that have came and supported us, that came on the show. We want to celebrate them in a nice little little evening out for 4 hours or so from 7 to 11. We'll get back on with you with that. Queen just had to step out for a moment, so I thought I'd squeeze that information in. So that's December the 12th. It's on a Friday. It's going to be from 7 to 11.
And we'll be sending the invites out.
You'll be sending the invites out to those to be especially invited, the guests that were appeared on the show to come out to this function. So it's going to be nice fellowship and function, music and some good eats. So, expected to come on out and do your thing and have fun with 2GO and mingle with us. So we can go into another year. You guys, everybody can get elevated and come back on and tell us about the new things everybody elevating to. Start out of another new year that we're going to be giving, because it's going to be truly a gift.
And before we take the quick break, the music coming up, we do own the rights to it. One is a track my son did for this guy a couple of years back called Louis Black. He's an independent artist. And then we're going to do the instrumental. I'm just going to let it play through. His 2 tracks on it, and we'll be back after that. That me and Kim going to do a collaboration on. She might end up doing the whole thing. It's called High Flow. Because, see, I put down a rap, but I'm not one to go out on a stage and rap. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, yeah.
So,
it's like you had me do the party song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can write, but I don't. That ain't my
and
thing,
that's the battle half won right there, being able just to write. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can't write. A lot of people, it's a struggle for them to write and perform it.
Right.
They either got one or the other. But when you got both, you know what I'm saying, or more than that, playing the drums, being a manager. A music of a master of minister of music, in all kinds of ways, putting projects together like you're doing now. It's a lot of hats you wear in that field, just in that one area.
Yeah, it's just something I love to do, come from the heart. As you've been doing it so many years, it just comes to you. But like I said, everybody got certain gifts and talents.
Okay,
so.
we're going to go ahead and drop that on you. Like you say, he do own the rights to this music. Kid exclusive, you know what I mean?
Get out that motherfucker and do my motherfucking thing. I know they gonna feel me, boys.
Louis Black.
It ain't my fault. God's gift to this world. Fuck what y'all thought. It ain't my fault. God's gift to this world. Fuck what y'all thought. It ain't my fault. God's gift to this world. Fuck what y'all thought. It ain't my fault. God's gift to this world. Fuck what y'all thought. I'm grinding so they can't take it from me. And don't worry, I'm fine long as I'm making money. I'm working hard at this time while you others are funning. Yeah, now my money's abundant. And more money, more problems, Grant, that's what it come with. Ulysses, you playing at 50, I keep it 500. William McKinley on the track, you niggas don't want it. Nah, you niggas don't want it. William McKinley on the track, you niggas don't want it. Got them sick to their stomach, like every track that I'm killing is making them vomit. Out this world like a comet, pocket cheese like an omelet. That 40 cal stuffed up right under my garment. If you thinking of harming, still in the hood praying that I don't get wet up. Or running to the feds and catch that Troy Davis setup, it's real. Keep my mind on the grind, never looking back. I throw my flow on the beat and call it cooking crack. Yeah, a wise mind with some wise thoughts. God's gift to this world, so it ain't my fault. No, it ain't my fault. God's gift to this world. Fuck what y'all thought. Yeah, fuck what y'all thought. God's gift to this world, it ain't my fault. The Mona Lisa, my smile will never break, and my flow it'll reach ya. I'm Louis Black, how you doing? It's so nice to meet ya. Being polite as a child was taught that I should greet ya, but just because that we spoke, don't mean you get a feature. And if you thinking you're deep, shorty, this shit is deeper. I'm on the move and the sign is telling me green light. So for me to look back, it don't seem right. My flow gaming, how these rappers about to dash out. Hydroplaning, I guess my traction is spazzed out. I got the key to success. John will be a legend, preaching the real to these niggas, but I don't see a reverend. It's just me and my brethren, staying above water. We know Ocean 11, we so close to the heaven. And that's the realest shit. I'm working hard at this time, they love my diligence. They saying Louis the bait, and we Cirilla men. And I'ma keep going hard until it is the end. And fuck a friend, fuck a foe, nigga. Ain't nobody gon' stop me from getting dough, nigga. Ain't nobody gon' stop me from killing shows, nigga. I kill a city when the owner open doors, nigga. It's Louis B reppin' that Row Squad, and I'm screaming that with an outline.
spirit to flow. Got the groove and keep me going through the doors. Don't never stop, I keep knocking, cause I know they're gonna keep opening for me. Like brothers say, you gotta sketch, you gotta write these things down and put it on a vision, your plan, you see. And don't change and don't let nobody intercept what God has for you. Just stay on track and stay focused and do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on this freestyle for now. That's enough to get you live. Queen B, Queen Sabrina, sitting to my right. And you know, Brother Lawrence, I wanna call him Brother of the Law, cause he always giving it. If you miss out on 2GO show, you just ain't gon' feel it.
Get out that motherfucker and do my.
There we go up, and then the track from Kid Exclusive. That's my son. You looking for some tracks? He got you. And don't even try to use that because that's already copywritten and all that. So.
And that was an exclusive freestyle.
And she just went off the dome, but we gonna be putting that down. That's gonna be one of our first conscious tracks coming out. Yeah, so that's where we headed. That's the direction.
Thanks
for
to you guys for filling in and giving me the energy. That's what I was able to create.
And
thank you.
And
thank you, Queen.
The energy you put on hating somebody else, you can actually put that in yourself.
Yes.
In your own creativity.
Flip it.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's too many people hating on other people.
For no reason.
And don't even call me with that.
And when you do that, they don't realize you taking energy from yourself.
And you're giving it to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, that's what it is, and that's what time it is. In 2020, I'm going to tell you something. All that negative energy and you doing that, your ass going down. You think you suffering now. Keep it up. You ain't doing them but building up more karma for yourself.
Chakra gonna be remaining in this color.
Yep.
The red zone.
Yep. So
It's gonna happen.
and we gonna be up in this color.
Okay, the purple zone.
Elevating, baby.
Elevate to the top.
It's there though. It's there. It's too late to be playing around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why
that's
why we just doing this show. We get music people on here because that's what I've been doing, you know, a lot of my life. But when I came to this show, it was about the spirituality. That's why we mixed the two. But you can learn something, man, and just put this energy toward bettering yourself in your life. You know, and when you hating on somebody, you bringing your frequency down.
And you just giving them up, lifting them up more and more and
more.
And
you gonna slow your
not
manifestation
even knowing
down.
it. That's why you don't do that, because you take it from yourself, and you have to love thyself. Don't take from yourself. Love thyself. Keep giving to yourself. You know, just keep giving, you know, and even if you, in other words, you know, also if you don't know what giving to yourself is, try to start just giving to other people. Small things. A small thing can make a big change.
Yep.
You know, brothers talk about that some weeks ago, how just a small change or something can make a big effect.
Yep.
You know, make a big effect.
Ripple effect.
Yes, it will. And I'm going to open this up. Now we're getting on the second half to brother. What he wanted to drop his knowledge on today was protecting your spiritual realm.
All right. So it just, you know, like I said, I got a few calls from some people bashing other people. And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Years ago, I used to indulge in stuff like that. But I'm trying to, you know, to teach, you know, it ain't even worth it. Because if you look at some of these clips, when you talking about somebody, you paying them attention. So what I'm talking about right now is like spiritual protection, spiritual survival, things that you can do to help yourself, you know, in a journey. And this one particular thing, I spoke on the first part. I wrote down. It's not a whole lot I wrote down for us, the different ones, because there's a lot of different things you can do for spiritual protection. But this came to me like dancing. Like when you dance, you do a dance. Back in the day, before radios, before any of that, even like in Kemet, they would play the drums and they would dance, you know, and they had different signs like mooches and stuff they do. but they was provoking the gods and the goddesses into they life, into they what they used to call it. Like you had huts and stuff. What you used to call it?
I guess it to the
It's like community, but
like
they called
the
it something
village?
else.
right.
Village.
But it was when
Yeah.
they had certain parts of the village where they just do certain things like certain trees, a certain area they
Yeah.
made for their spiritual dances and
Right,
stuff.
and so they was invoking the gods and stuff. So that's in every culture has that and have certain dances that they do, and that's what it was a spiritual thing. It wasn't drop, lock, popping, and all this old stuff that they doing now.
Right.
Fast forwards. That's why the earth and people in situations that they in.
Right.
And you can wonder why you can turn on a video and you see the black women doing all this stuff, but then when you wonder why, you know, what other race is that? Why they ain't doing that? You understand what I'm saying? They may be doing it, but they not putting it on TV for the world to see. So dancing is actually spiritual. You have people who put their little shingles on their feet and shake the fingers. And so now that we know that dancing was a spiritual thing, it wasn't for pleasure, but as time moved on, it became for pleasure. You can think about the different nationalities, right? Like I said, we had the Africans. We know we do our dance, we invoke the gods, and like we talked earlier about the sexual dancing. They say, well, play, I want to get on the mood. You know, you got a date coming over. Put that quiet, romantic, so-called music on.
Right.
Even when they making that music, they will have somebody in the room having sex. And they invoking that energy into the music. But what they would do was they would turn that track down so low, you can't hear it when you play it, but it's still there. Your subconscious pick up everything. And that's how you could get in the mood. People used to say, out there in the West Coast, when they was doing all that gang shooting and all that, they would put on some kind of rap music that's talking about killing and this and that. What they
Get them
doing,
hyped up.
they invoking
the subliminal
because
message.
even though it's
in the
fast
music.
forward, they invoking that spirit. And then once they get caught and they mess their whole life up, you know what I'm saying? It's over. You going to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just showing examples of how, you know, music is real and dancing is real for you to pay attention now. Even the words that they say in songs, if you saying like now, like certain songs, like old songs that I used to sing back in the day, I get to a certain part, I won't say that part because
because you don't want to say that out your mouth to put it on
you don't want to
yourself.
put it out in the universe because
you be putting it on yourself because you said it.
So you gotta stop. You know, pay
just like
attention.
that song, like you said. I don't even say it no more
Which
because
one?
that song everybody love, From the Other Side. You know.
Oh
Adele
yeah, Hello
song.
from the Other Side.
Yeah.
So once you pay attention to this language, this English language, and you know spells are real, and this be casting spells. Dancing, like I say, dancing is real. You go to church, you praising God. What you got that beat?
Yeah, but that's where it started in your feet.
That's something.
And your hands started clapping. Next thing you know, you in full blast of the spirit.
And they said, So everything we do, we're like computers.
Generating some type of form of energy.
We need a program to run off of. You know, you got your white and black program. That's a destruction, and people will kill you because they're racist, right? When all the time they was just programmed with that.
Right.
Probably from their parents.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And it's not only that now, we got, like you said, reprogrammed. Now we got the black on black racism.
Yeah.
You know, we hate, like you were just speaking of, people hating on you for no reason.
no reason.
Your own people.
And then you ask some people, well, why do you hate? I just don't like them. That's the spirit. They got that spirit in them of dislike.
Right.
You ain't did nothing to them. They don't even know you.
No,
but
nothing
they just
about
don't
you.
like you.
Nothing.
So that's a program. That's a spirit.
It bent in them, right?
You need to be cleansed.
Yep.
You do.
Probably exercise.
Yeah.
They
So
call exorcism.
So.
But
what I'm saying is,
look, bro,
but once I came, I started speaking positivity to that demon. They hung up.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Demon got them on lock. They
can't deal with it. Couldn't. Yeah. Soon they heard
enjoy
that.
your torment. But
Yes.
until you want to come out and do the right thing.
Come out of the darkness
Yeah.
into the light.
But I'm gonna tell you something about that too. That's a program that we've been programmed.
About the dark into the light,
Yeah.
because there's a balance in both.
Yeah,
with both
because out of
sides.
the darkness came
is to the light, right?
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They got us thinking black.
Just
is
like we
bad.
wake up to the light, but we go to bed to the
Yeah,
darkness.
they
So-
got us thinking anything
And it
black
takes
is
both us to
demonic
get rest.
and bad.
They
It's
done
right.
Anything
dark.
white
It's
is
pure.
pure and whole. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You got to realize even about the Bible, it been tampered with.
And those are stories.
All the books been tampered with.
Mhm.
And then you think about the Holy Scroll, right? I'm gonna tell you how you know it's been tampered with. Bibles got copyrights. You understand what I'm saying? When Jesus walked the earth, Joshua wasn't no such thing as copyright.
No publishing company.
Yeah. So you know they gonna put what they want in there to make it fix.
Right.
But my thing is, if it don't sound right, it ain't right. If they say, like, if your enemy smack you, give him the other cheek, that don't sound right. Smack me, I'm smacking you.
That's
back.
why you heard Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and then
Yeah.
you found out when they researched and found out the true Martin Luther King, they saw that he wasn't so nonviolent after all.
Yeah. So, but so it's been tampered with. So you got to use your discernment. That's why we got a straight
Cause he
connection.
got tired of whooping
We
on
got a
that.
straight
He got
connection with the
tired.
spirit. Right?
Martin got tired. I'm tell y'all, Martin got tired. Y'all don't sit up there and let the people think Martin ain't get tired. And that one time he ain't say not one cuss word or none of that. Tell you, brother got tired.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
do.
I was shocked that time when I seen him smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He was tired.
Yo, they painted this holy
Probably
denial
wanted to whoop on
picture.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to whoop on somebody. Said, "Let me smoke this on
So a lot of people walk around with that holier than thou little posture when they ain't nothing holy
But
about
you know, I'm
it.
gonna tell you something. The more light, if you say this person is, ooh, he's so, or she's so, the dark side even worse. Just as how bright and light they is,
Right.
they dark side is just as that mean. That's why people find out that their husband was a serial killer. No, not John. Yes, John. He just ain't show you that side.
Yeah, right.
You
You've
understand
been there
what
with
I'm
him for
saying?
30 years.
Yeah, and never seen that
John.
side. So the brighter it is, believe it, doc. And everybody got shadow work they gotta do.
Yes, they do.
We burning a white candle over there right now, right? But guess what? You can burn a black candle, and you gonna get some thoughts, right? But them thoughts, you gotta face your demons. You know what I'm saying? If you scared of something, right? And you don't even want to think about it, because everybody got their own fears. My fears are not your fears.
And
right?
remember, it's only a mental thing.
Yeah.
They only attack you mentally.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to face your fears. So even the words say God didn't give you the spirit of fear. So if you fearing, that's not of God.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm not saying
You're not trusting in
I'm
what
not
he
saying
made
walk
you of.
around and be dark. But what I'm saying is that it's a balance in everything. And no matter how holy you think you is, you got a dark side that you're gonna have to attend to.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? I don't care how dark you is.
Because don't
You
nobody
got a
knows when
holy
you get
side
behind
you gonna
doors
attend
and you
to.
get
Yeah. So
don't nobody
so
know.
keep that balance.
Yep.
And I say one of the ways of spiritual protection is like dancing, singing, music.
Right. Because it's a vibration of tones.
Yeah. And once you start studying and learning, right, you can use it. When I was telling you earlier, like maneuvering through this matrix, you can use it to better your life. You could be feeling sad, you can put a song on, and that whole song will change your whole way you feeling about things. Or you can be feeling good, and you can put a song on that can bring you down, right? So I know this little baby, right? He was in church, and whenever they used to hear that gospel singing, they babies to start crying. He had to get him up out the church. Whatever that was about. His spirit, the baby was a baby.
His spirit
but
wasn't
his spirit,
discerning spirit that didn't
knew something was going on. So I know, you know, I didn't say nothing to him, but
And a lot of babies, they be sleep, knocked out sleep.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We here with souls, and like I said, we are not this flesh. We just in this flesh.
Right, it's just a cover.
Yeah. So a lot of times your soul will be telling you stuff, and you done blocked it so long, it be like,
It's stubborn. You become the flesh becomes stubborn because
that's how you can hate somebody that you don't even know.
That's the three things. You got your flesh, you got your spirit, and you got your soul.
Yeah.
You know, so those things you have to constantly work on and protect.
Yeah. So basically, with this, what I wrote down was about, like I said, you can you got your spiritual dance. You can get in the Holy Spirit. You got your club, like you go out and you hear this music, this worldly music, and then you in the club, and they got the alcohol. You know, alcohol is called spirit. So you go in the club,
get a drink,
get lit, get your party on, do all kinds of moves and sexual. Then you at the bar, you got the guy over there drinking, you drinking, that spirit jumping him, that female lust spirit jumping you. You get together, right? Y'all had that, they call it so-called one-night stand. Then he gone. You don't even know where he at, but you got a baby in your stomach about to be born in this world. Or you done caught syphilis or something you can't get rid of. Why? Because you in that club, doing certain dances, drinking spirits. I'm just keeping it 100. So-called lit. They always put a different tone on this to make it sound more popular for the more generations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
we not bashing people that go to clubs or have drinks because
no, what you do? I might be in the club, but you
right,
ever see me drink in the club?
No, but like you said, when we be doing when we was hosting the club, to give a good point about that. Cause you remember that picture you took, and
we go in there with Says, with Crystal. We curled our stuff up in there.
Cause you remember that time when we was in the club by ourselves.
Yeah,
we had one out.
I had to scroll through it.
And he took a picture of me and had my guardian angel spirit over top of me. Yeah. And he was sick. He was huge. Yeah. And I was on the dance floor, and that was the only time a picture ever came out of that. Out of all the months we've been in that club promoting. And I'll show you the picture, but I still got it in my phone. You can see him standing over me, protect. I was in a mood like this, and he right over top of me.
And when we first went to that club, she went in there with her Says.
And I ran everybody out the club. They
got out there, they be like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And the other dude come over there trying to show us his rock. They wasn't even real. He had what's it called? Costume jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
But we got them into it.
And my thing is,
like you said, one simple person can make a big one little small change can have a big effect. Yeah. And now you go in there, they got stones, they got all kinds of stuff illuminating. Yeah. You know what we had brought into their club.
It's not where you go, it's what you do when you get there.
Right.
And my grandfather told me that years ago. You know, because look at all the places Osprey Jesus Christ went to.
And me and Brother Lawrence, we used to we used to protect our little spot. We used to throw all kinds of little corns up in the corners of the entrance, under the welcome mat, all in the corners of the booths and stuff. Yeah. You know, because it said put money where you want money to return. So that's what we did.
Prosperity. You can get your book on Fonsway.
Yep, it'll tell you about all those little small things you can do.
Everything.
Yep, to keep monetary longevity, keep it coming.
And it's okay.
It's all right. It's all right with the laws of nature and the laws of the universe.
Because the people that's making it and that's rich, they've been using this knowledge on us.
Why you think they've been staying up where they are?
Yeah.
That's why they haven't want us to find out this information, because now they know we got this information. Now we be able to be on their level and surpass them. And surpass them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really worried about, because we are going to surpass them. They might as well just sit back and relax and just make room, because we're going to do that. It's going to happen.
Now they're trying to infiltrate another planet.
They can always have a plan, but let me tell you
they always gonna have a plan.
This was gonna happen.
But like Cedric said then on the Kings of Comedy back almost 15 years ago, Kings of Comedy was on. He said, they think they're gonna leave us here on Earth, but he gonna be up there with his spaceship tags all wrong, going boom 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 boom. So it's already been.
And you actually they got people.
So he already spoke on it. We gonna be up there with our spaceships, one window tinted, and one headlight, one pilot. We supposed to have 3
but we gonna be there, but we ain't had no. That's what he said. That's his reality.
That's his reality. But he said we gonna be there with him though.
To each his
and have a
own.
bad life here and go to the hereafter and have a bad
And be
life.
dealing with
I'm
that
gonna be
shit.
balling. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
So, I ain't agree to them terms.
Now he said if we ever go up in space,
I
and live,
understood from the Kings of Comedy. I understood. It was funny at the time.
Yes, it was.
But just like I say, when you singing the songs, you gotta watch what you agree to. Everything is a contract.
Mm-hmm.
You got verbal contracts. You got written contracts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that serious. You just gotta watch what you and then.
Just like you saw me take what you, the message the information you gave me about a situation about somebody was putting out some negative energy, and then you see how I took and you hit that track, and when it was got time for me to freestyle, you see how I took that negative energy and how I was able to produce them lyrics to come out so positive.
Yep.
And I ain't heard that track. This the first time I heard it.
And they gon' and what the thing is,
fly.
we gon'
Thank you.
listen. We gon' manifest that song, and we gonna put it out, and we gonna move to the next. But the haters gonna be still there, sneaking on the page, listening, trying to see what we doing, and we moving on to the next.
But
To the
it's
next
always-
You feel what I'm saying?
It's always haters.
Yeah.
I mean, and they
They say
really
make
don't
your
hate
haters
you,
your
they just
motivators.
hate-
The
they hate
situation.
themselves. They
And
hate
I always
themselves.
say, don't hate the game, don't hate the player, just hate the game, because
Yeah.
your game ain't up where they game at.
And we just trying to.
That's
to
saying
teach.
it's always
You know
true,
what I'm saying?
right?
So,
Yeah, that's always right. So what else you have for us, brother? About you was on
I was just talking
about
about
the singing when you singing lyrics. You,
Yeah.
you gotta watch what you singing, fires and
watch
protecting.
the words you singing and speaking out your mouth, because everything, like I said, everything is a contract, and you don't want negativity to come back.
Right.
Even like I say, even if the song come on the radio or whatever, it's an old song. When you get to a certain part,
If it's negative,
don't say it. When you're reading a book, right? Because everybody read, not everybody, but a lot of people read. When that person telling the story and they say I, don't read I, say they or them. Because what you're
That's
doing
their
is
story.
you reading it
You reaping it.
and you making it to you. Nah, when I say I say they. Or if I make a mistake, say I, cancel it and go back. Because, that's what you got to do, because that's spell. Right now, the spell. And it's trickery. And like I say, I look at, when I wake up, every day I'm thinking like this. I just don't come through these doors and say, I'm going to sit here and say this. Nah, I live this. And then when people be around me saying certain things, and I just let them say it. I used to always try to correct people and tell people, but, you got to let people, some people just got to go through some stuff.
To figure it out
They
for
got to hit
themselves.
their head on that wall.
Yeah.
Because you can talk to them, that motherfucker think he did, or that, you know what I'm saying? So only time I be doing it now if they come to me and they ask a lot of times, or I be working with a lot of young people too, so I spit jewels, but I know when you're young it's harder.
Right.
But the
to
ones that
understand.
listen, they'll have a better life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It just takes a little understanding, that's all. Yep.
Because you want to have fun on this earth while you're here.
Right.
You
We
don't
ain't
just
saying
wanna-
just shut down and be serious and be researching, and you gotta still live. But see, this help you have a better, healthy living.
Yeah.
Because you'll be mentally well, you'll be mentally healthy, and also physically healthy.
And spiritually.
And spiritually
You
healthy.
got to be all three of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No problem. Queen will be right back with us. And
Yeah.
also, so what else you wanted to
There was the three. I wrote down like the three. It was like I had the spiritual. I spoke on that. Spiritual dance was the holiness. The club, right? And I spoke on the sexual. Getting in the mood, or the script club, right? And it's a lot more out there. Them just the three I chose to speak on. So whatever kind of music you got, you have some kind of dance associated with it.
something that'll give you the intuition, and that's what you taking
and
your
what
spirit.
are you doing? You invoking spirits or even goddesses. You got so many different goddesses out here. There's so many for different things. So just don't think of dancing as after you listen at this as this dancing anymore. You ever see even when they be doing that with them ladies put on them little dresses and do all that? And that's the sexual. That's putting you in that they doing that for a reason.
Yeah, just like when that's where back in the day, but now they're getting back to it, because see, first they got away from it. You remember when the singers used to be on stage, they used to do the steps and stuff, they got away from it. Started just nobody dancing no more. Now, give it signs, Now,
they was working with you. I don't know if they knew it,
but they were.
The choreography who
drew
get them
people
that to do
attention. It did.
They know what they be doing.
Yep. Not
right?
only was they singing lyrics to drew their attention, but the choreography started. That's why they was doing it.
Yeah.
And then the type of outfits they had was always sparkly and shiny type of outfits.
Yeah.
So back then they was sending all types of vibes and messages out, getting the energy from the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what they do, they put it out there, and they work their spell through their artists, right, or through their cast. Like Hollywood make the movies, they call it a cast. Why they got a cast? Because they casting spells.
Exactly.
That's why they call it cast.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what happened is we go to the movies and we watch it, right? We go in that theater, the flickery lights. You were talking about the flickery lights. It's just like that candle.
That's why your eyes be feeling a certain way after the lights come on after the movie.
That candle, that's like the same thing. Now you even got art far as mirrors. Right, I'll get into that on another one, but
and they got the other mirror. They got mirrors, and they got what they call it, the hologram.
Yeah, the holograms. So it's a lot. It's just not this. When you're doing spiritual protection, it's like I said, it's ongoing knowledge.
It's a lot. So 2GO, we ain't gonna stop. So that's just up to you. You got to keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching, and like I say, just get with it. I mean, your life can't do nothing but get better knowledge. Kathy Hughes said on the show, the WL used to come on and say, information is powerful.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Dick Gregory, they used to like that. I used to listen to that every morning going to work.
Yep, you got it. And like I said, and and you feel, I don't know about you guys, but every time I learn something different, it's like a vitamin. I get a surge with a certain kind of energy.
And this with me, once I learn it, then when I use it and then I actually see the results, that'd be like, wow.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Confirmation.
Yeah.
You have the confirmation come in. So when you like you said, this walk is a very potentious growth efforts in this walk. If you just put forth the work, you can flourish.
And if you're sitting down here and you didn't listen to us this far,
and you followed us this far,
you meant to be here. You there?
Yep, you meant to be there.
You understand what I'm saying?
You should be. You should have got a lot of a lot of knowledge.
I seen a guy. He was like a distant cousin, and he I ain't put his name out there, but he OD'd, right? And but he didn't die. He left the hospital. But every time I see him, he'll make it plain for me to see him. Hey, Glons. But this time I talked to another guy. When I told him I was there in the market, he seen me, but he didn't make it where he see him. So the guy said, "They can so and so over there." I said, "Where?" And then he waved all the time. I go over there. He even had a seizure, his face slooped down. He younger than me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. But he won't let them drugs go. He won't let the streets go.
Right.
So he say, "Yeah, I see you on the YouTube and on Facebook. They got the radio show, whatever." I said, "Yeah." I said, "How you like?" He said, "I can't really relate to what y'all talking about, so I ain't really getting into it." But what it is, he didn't want to relate to it because he know he doing shit. He ain't got no business.
Don't want to understand it, right?
Yeah. So, but he younger than me, and he had a seizure and stuff like.
Life ain't healthy.
When you gonna get yourself together?
Not living a healthy life.
So I said all that to say is that everybody ain't gonna wake up at the same time, and you just got to be good with that, and just don't try to force this on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All we can do is share it, because we care about it, and it's up to you to intake it, and and breach it on your own terms. Research it, and get what you can get out of it. But like we've been saying, I've been saying through the whole show today. If you notice, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. Just a small spark can make a big effect on someone's life. I mean, no matter what type of change, no matter how you feel, where you are in your life at this time, if you just grasp any of this knowledge or this information that we've been passing on to you throughout this year, with different guests. As you can see, we have guests that's coming in here that don't even be on what we be on, but before the end of the show, you see they be all into it.
Asking questions.
You know what I'm saying? Asking questions and everything. We get to talk about all kinds of their type of spiritualness, compared to our spiritualness, and you see it never been a war, it never been a words of war. We all came to some type of common ground on agreements that one has a lot to do with the other. So it should be no doubt in your mind as to what you should choose to do with yourself, to know your true self, So with that being said, you have anything else, brother, you wanted to say on that till next week?
Well, I'll close up on just on that part, because like I say, the spiritual journey and protection is on through candles, through salt, like you said, put the salt water under your bed, through incense, candles, sage, feng shui. You know, this
Stones,
is
crystals,
astrology,
colors,
numerology, colors, numbers. Everything got a spiritual side to it.
Has a meaning and properties. Yes, it does.
Yeah, and so
research those things and get them familiar
and see,
into
everybody
your
got like
existence. Right.
My nick might not be your nick,
Right.
but whatever your nick is gonna resonate with you.
Right.
And you just go with that. Become the best at that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I say research into those things to find out what is, like you said, your nick, what attaches itself to you, because it does that. It will, you would gravitate to what you feel, what area you needed to. It will lead you. Once you start, it will lead you. Trust me, you will not get lost. And with that being said, I'm gonna get into word on the street. We talking about health, entertainment, music, fashion, and the community. On the health part, when it's getting cold and you're getting older, you need to take more special provisions in preparing for your journeys outside the homes, because this weather is not planned. It done skipped fall. We had maybe a couple of weeks of fall, and it went straight to winter. So, you know, this is the time to get those long johns out and to cover our bodies thermally, because, you know, we want everybody to continue, because pneumonia and all types of things are just out here. And, you know, you just want to make sure you keep yourself well covered. Layers is always great during this time of the year when you're older, to protect our bones. And also, you know, people don't think, but it's important. Before you put on your clothing, you have to hydrate your skin, because that helps with keeping you warm when your skin is moisturized and hydrated. It has an extra layer of protection when you hydrate your skin. So please lotion down. Don't go out here with no ashy underclothes, because it's not going to help you stay warm. You know what I'm saying? You have to hydrate your skin and moisturize. Wherever it is, I just found my mother had a big old bottle of mineral oil underneath her cabinet, and that's thick. You know what I'm saying? I said, let me pull this out, because I'm going to probably mix that in with my coconut raw oil. I'm going to make a concoction, some new stuff that's going to stick on me. Right. So I'm going to make sure my skin is hydrated and moisturized, because that will help protect your skin to stay warm as well. And also keeps it from cracking from the dryness and the ash that once your skin gets underneath all the clothes of the fabrics and materials of the layers, you know, our skin do dry out, you know. So take care of our skin, you know, because black don't crack. And long as we moisturize and to keep it hydrated, you will live forever and look young, you know. See, black don't crack, you know. But with that being said, on the health note, also you got to put on the inside as well to protect your inside. Like veggies, you know, this time of the year, eat more veggies, you know. Even through the summertime, you eat a lot of veggies, but this time extremely, because it gets cold and, you know, we don't like to eat as much. We want to sleep more, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to shove fast stuff down so we get to our sleeping, because this is like hibernation. But you can't do that, you know. Don't get away. And the best way to do it, you know, that's right, don't sleep. Don't go into the hibernation now and forget about the eat and treating your body on the inside good. You got to get you know, because what I thought about doing, since I don't like, you know, now that it's wintertime, you can't get those fresh herbs and spices and stuff like you can in the summertime or springtime. You know, you got your dried and your flaked and your powder, like turmerics, cummins, sage, Start increasing some of those ingredients into your seasonings. Get away from the seasoned salt and the salt and the black
sugar.
pepper and the white sugar. Start getting into your natural stuff. Like they got brown raw sugar. It's natural. If you gotta have that sugar. They got natural sugar cane sugar. They got guava. They got honey. You know, start going into some more natural researches during this hibernation period, so you can do your inside just as good as well as your outside. Cause what goes on the inside, it comes out through the outside. So that's on my healthy note for Word on the Street. And as far as entertainment and music, you have a lot of bands, a lot of local bands that are doing a lot of holiday shows. And then you have a lot of celebrities that are coming into the DMV. Now that we're getting put on the map as the city to win. First we won the hockey series last year. The Nets won.
Didn't they make DC Go-Go the national music of DC?
I think, yeah, that vote went in.
It went in.
Yeah, I think it did. The DC music, Go-Go is the music for DC. Is the anthem music for DC. I think they.
Birthday too, so
Oh yeah, salute to Swamp.
Happy
Matt Swamp McGinney. Yeah, put it all out there, bruh. Enjoy your day. Blessed day to you. Your Earth Day. Stomp on the grounds.
I want you to say that again. I'm going to send it to him.
Stomp on the grounds.
All right, wish me happy birthday.
That's right. Matt Swamp McGinney, we wish you one right here for 2GO. This your Earth Day. Stomp on the grounds like it have not been found, my brother. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy for all of us here.
Right.
Nico as well.
Happy birthday, Swamp.
So, yeah, and everybody else that has a birthday today on this second day of 1-1-2-2019. It's still 2 all the way across. 1-1, that's 2. Then today is the second. Then you got 20 as in the 20th of the year, you know, the year we in. So it's 2 all the way across the board. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Which equals
The
6.
numbers.
And then back down to my favorite number, which is 3. Ow! So, yes.
Which is what kind of number is 3?
3 is,
Magical number.
it sure is. I got it right here. Hold it on that page. It says 3 is all about communications. You are lively, intelligent, and enjoy sharing your ideas with other people. You like fun and you love socializing all the time. 3.
Yep.
That's what
That's
it means.
my number. I was born 3rd October.
Yes. 1003.
Yeah, that 13.
Yeah. That's what it's all
I be
about.
saying that all day long. That's, like I say, once you learn numerology,
Yep.
you know
Yep.
signs and your angels speaking to you all the time. So,
Right.
like I say, don't
sleep.
eat like grasshopper.
That's right. And with that being said, so enjoy a lot of the holiday festivities that will be coming to the DMV. We got Erykah Badu and Nas. We got so many great entertainers are coming.
Right there,
Yeah, that
Erykah Badu
is.
and Nas.
That's gonna be
When
a
is that
real
coming?
good one. That's December the 6th. I think about trying to get to that
Probably
one.
sold. They ain't sell out. Where's it
No,
gonna be
not
at?
yet. I think it's gonna be at the Eagle Arena.
Every time I see Erykah, she put on a good show.
Yeah, they said it's
I
gonna
don't
be.
think I
They
never
say it's
seen
gonna be a
Nas,
party.
you know,
She bringing a
person.
party to
Nas.
town.
Nas
Yeah,
goes
Nas
down.
gonna be great too.
I like
yeah.
Nas because Nas thing.
He
ain't
very
like it.
conscious. Yeah, his rap is very
goes
conscious.
down.
Always been.
Yeah.
Also, you got it's a lot of great people that's coming to town. So, you know, check out these holiday shows. You know, do something for yourself. Treat yourself. Don't get caught up into the paganist holidays and, you know, caught up to being stressed out about doing stuff for other people. Now is the time to do stuff for yourself. You done enough for other people. Now it's time to do stuff for yourself. You want to do stuff for yourself, just get them a card or get them a baked pie or something like that. You know, something to eat or something they can treasure, you know, something like that. You know, something from the heart or whatever. Don't take yourself through a lot of stress giving, especially because if you're a giver all year long, you know, it's time to give yourself. You know what I'm saying? So take
Some
these
people just
holidays
take-
to give yourself. Like
All
Thanksgiving,
day long,
you know, you want to
every day.
give thanks, but you want to give to yourself. So take that in mind on Thanksgiving. And also, I'm going to come back at you with another one for Christmas. But with that being said, that's all on the holidays, entertainment, music. And as you can see, your girl sporting the red raincoat as a dress. You know, my little red boots here. I had posted the
dress. I thought it was the
yeah,
coat.
it's a coat. It's a hooded coat, and I'm just sporting it as a dress. This is where I got from the Dress for Success, Suited for Change. When I had posted on my entity, one of the community resources where you could go. But like I said, you have to go through Bread for the City, or one of those entities to get to ask your caseworker about Suit for Change or Dress for Success programs to get. You have to get appointments scheduled through those resource entities, and it was free. Shopping, I would have found there were 3 bags of shopping clothes, and also. As far as the community, we all have the food and coach drives. They're going to be going all the way up to Christmas. So please get all your unnecessary things, especially if you're trying to cleanse your bodies from things you used to eat and you're not eating them no more. Instead of throw them in the trash, take them to your local pantries and donate those foods and those coats that are still wearable, you know, that is not stained, filled, or torn or anything, but can be a treasure to someone else. Your trash, but someone else's treasure. Remember to get out there in the community and get those things donated so somebody else can be warm and be fed from your no needs of what your needs and of your have-nots, of their have-nots. Your needs that you no longer need, but their have-nots is what I wanted to say. And with that being said, until the next episode, one love, one thug, true soldiers under God. We're going to go out with some of that riff again that you heard, the music that we do own the rights to. Kid exclusive. Yeah.